All right. It's 4 o'clock. Facebook Live. Let's get my little energy shot here, my raspberry e-shot. Nice. All right. I am live, right? So, Rambling with Ryan. Rambling with Ryan. Thank you for those of you who are viewing, and for those of you who are going to be viewing it later. Welcome. So, here's the topic, right? GPS. Everybody has a GPS. I can remember the days when GPS first came out and I first saw it and heard the GPS talking to us and telling us what to do and how to reach our destination. Like, that was pretty cool. Like, when I first heard a GPS telling me how to get from point A to point B, that was mind-boggling. That was really kind of cool. But my question is, when the GPS, let me rephrase that. When you go in the wrong direction from the GPS, what does it tell you to do? Hey, Lisa, what's up? Welcome. When the GPS sees that you've made a wrong turn, that you've gone the wrong way, what does the GPS do? The GPS, two Lisas. Hey, Lisas. When the GPS sees that you've made a wrong turn, what does it do? Does it freak out? Does it tell you to stop? Does it tell you to not move anymore? Does it freeze you? Or does the GPS recalculate and figure out how to get to your destination from wherever you are at that moment? You following? I'll get to a point. I promise you I'll eventually get to a point. But a GPS that you put on in your car, and it's on your phone or whatever it might be. Hey, Michael, what's up? When you put that data into the GPS, it does not change. It will get you to your destination no matter what. No matter what you do, the GPS will constantly recalculate and bring you to your destination, no matter what you do. Did you know, this is fascinating to me, did you know that an airplane or like a cruise ship, any ship, the big ships, do you know that they're off course 95% of the time? Oh yeah, GPS may throw you off if you're in New Jersey. That is true. Any roads in New Jersey can be very difficult. Yeah, thanks, Lisa. But an airplane and large ships, they're off course 95% of the time. They're constantly readjusting and adjusting and adjusting to get themselves back on course. But 95% of the time, they're off course. When are they on course? When they land, when they take off. Like, that's it. 5% of the time are they actually on target? Are they on course? They're constantly moving and reevaluating and changing until they finally get it exactly right and they're on target. So my question for you and your life is, do you have a destination? Have you figured, do you have a goal? Have you entered the data of your life's destination into your GPS? Do you know where you're headed? Because if you don't know where you're headed, how on earth could you ever possibly get there? Right? Now, mind you, everything I'm telling you right now, this is from the mind of a student, not the mind of a teacher. I'm not some guru. I am somebody who's constantly learning. But this is very, very important. Hey, Damien, what's up? Holly, Robert, what's going on? If you don't have the destination of your life set and the data input into your GPS, how are you ever going to get there? I can assure you, you're not. Because I can tell you firsthand, how many times have I been living my life really not knowing where the hell I'm going? Couldn't figure it out. Just could not even know what the destination was. Never mind get on the road and get there. So when you know the destination, you have to enter it into the GPS, into your GPS to figure that out. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story, and it's all going to make sense. This is more than 30 years ago. I was a photographer who was taken pictures. I'd finished school. I'd gone to college. I'd studied, but really did not know what to do with my photographic expertise. And I was selling cameras. I was doing this. I was doing that. I worked in a lab. I did all the things connected, but I had no destination. And it was actually, I had shot a couple of weddings because people had asked me to do them, and I wasn't really digging it, but I did it, paid the bills. But actually, when I saw a wedding video happen, I kind of had this mind explosion, like, oh my God, that was so cool. So I added video to my repertoire and put that data into my GPS. I was heading in that direction. I dug this thing, and I was going to figure out how to build a business around the photo and the video in weddings, even though I knew nothing about weddings. I knew nothing. I studied, I researched, I found out what kind of equipment I need. I did everything that I had to do to get going. And then when I got it and I got the equipment and it was all set, it sat there because I didn't know what to do. And I'll never forget this. So I was actually in a conversation with my mom and dad. And my mom is asking questions like, why haven't you done anything yet? You got the equipment, you did all that research, why haven't you done anything yet? And I said, oh, well, I need to study the market. I need to learn this, I need to learn that. And my dad looked at me and he said, just go do it. Just go do it. And I looked at him like, what do you mean? And he said, well, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know anything about what you're doing, but just go do it. Get started. And hey, Holly. And I remember thinking, like, I was so shocked by that. And my dad was basically saying, get in the car, put it in drive, and go. You'll figure it out. But sitting here trying to prepare isn't going to work. You got to get up and go and do it. And it was a lesson for me, even at what I consider a pretty young age, or my very immature age. I had to learn to get in the car, drive, and go. Learn while you're doing. Just go do it, and you'll learn. You'll make mistakes, but you'll learn. Similarly, now this is years later, when I was actually teaching photography and video to the wedding industry, I thought there was a better way to teach from what existed at that time. And I just said, I'm going to do it. And I wrote it down, what I was going to do that was going to be different. And I just did it. I was no expert, but I did it. We had these conventions, we did these programs, and I just went and did it. Put the data into my GPS and just started going. So the second part of this whole ramble here, it all goes together, is, hey, Kathy, I told you I was going to do another Rambling with Ryan. This is for you, Kathy. I want you to look at the 5 people that you hang around with the most, right? Who are the 5 people that you hang around with the most? Because I can assure you that you are the sum of those 5 people. You are a combination of the 5 people that you hang around with the most. Now that could be good or that could be bad, but are they bringing you to your destination? Or are they distracting you? Are they giving you wrong directions? Are those 5 people guiding you? Are they moving you forward? Are they pushing you forward? Or are they pulling you back? Because we are the sum of the 5 people that we hang out with the most. I like to use this example, and I learned this from listening to one of my audio CDs. If you're a basketball player, right, think of the most successful NBA basketball champions of all time, right? Basically, it's 5 guys. 5 guys on that team. Now, if you're on that team and you want to win, who do you want on your team? Do you want the absolute best basketball players that exist, or do you want somebody that you like? Somebody that, you get along with, somebody that's easy. Or do you want the best basketball player that exists on your team? Now, maybe that basketball player is better than you, but do you want him on your team? Hell yeah, you do, because you want to win. So when you look at those 5 people, are they helping your team win, or are they holding your back? Because I can assure you Not one of those basketball teams in the NBA want me on their team. They don't want me on their team. I'm not part of that 5. I can't be. I would bring that average down so low that they couldn't win. And they know it. So look at the 5 people you spend the most time with in your life. Are they helping you win? When you put that data into the GPS, are they bringing you to the left, to the right? Are they holding you back? Which way is it? I can't be on your team, Kathy, or can be on your team. Excellent, excellent. Hey, Joanne, how are you? Good to see you, Joanne. So are you following me? The 5 people that you hang around with the most, what are they doing to your average? Where are they bringing you in your life? Are they holding you back? And this is another one that I thought was so great, right? So if you look at your life and you need to move forward, you need to go forward. When you're in the 5th grade and you graduate, you want to go to 6th grade, right? Of course you do. You want to go to 6th grade because really you're already looking at 12th grade. You're already looking at getting out of school and graduating and going to college, whatever your dreams are. When 5th grade is done, you're looking forward to 6th grade. If one of your friends gets left back in 5th grade, are you gonna hang out with him in 5th grade? Or are you gonna move on to 6th grade? He's your best friend in the world, but he didn't graduate. He's not moving on to 6th grade. So what do? Do you just move on? Or do you go back to 5th grade with him? Dude, you move on. He's still your friend, but you move on. You have to do it because you don't want that average to pull you down. You have got to move forward. Ashley, hey, Chris, how are you doing? Ashley, man, I'm so inspired by you, Ashley. So inspired by you. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this one right here. Hey, listen, so I'm going to tell you this. If you're watching this now, please put a 1 in the comments. If you're watching this in replay later, please put a 2 in the comments. I don't really know why, but I'm going to ask Ashley later on. She'll explain to me how she uses that. But okay, so you follow me? You've got to move forward, right? So 5th grade to 6th grade, you're just doing it no matter what. The GPS is telling you to go to 6th grade. You're going to do it. And I hope you're following me here. So in your life, right, when you look at your entire life, every time you say, I would like to have something happen, I would like to make this happen, I would like that to happen, don't put lottery, because lotto is not going to do that. But you want something to happen in your life, I'm telling you to write down the address of where you've got to go, of how you've got to get there, and put it into your GPS. Put it into that GPS. Write it down and make sure that you get there, because you're going to go to the left and you're going to go to the right and you're going to be off course. That is going to happen. But if you keep your GPS app updated, it will constantly bring you back. It will constantly tell you recalculating, 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 and it will bring you to that destination. But you have to enter the data. Don't enter the data or you don't know what the goal is. I can assure you, you're not getting there. And the second part of that is when I was talking about those 5 people that you hang around with the most because you are the average of them, when you put that data in, where do they direct you? Do they want you to move forward or do they want you to hang out with them? Do they encourage you to move forward or are they telling you that you're out of your mind? Now, some of the people on this call, right? Ashley knows, Robert and Holly know. There are people who will consciously tell you that you're crazy and that goal and that destination is wrong. That's not a good idea. You should not do that. But if you know that it's your destination, if you know that that's your goal, put it in your GPS, follow the instructions, and you will get there. I assure you, you will get there. All right, what are my other notes here? The 5. So the 5 people, who are they? Are they keep bringing you forward? Are they holding you back? Are they redirecting you in a way that GPS is telling you not to go? Do that. Update your GPS. Keep that app in your head updated. Make sure that you're constantly looking at the destination, constantly looking at the goal, and follow the instructions. whatever it may be. I think that's it. I think I've reached the end of this Rambling with Ryan. Tommy Serino, glad you made it there. Oh, Joanne, thanks. Thank you. It is true, right? Listen, you know, if Joanne, who I know for a long, long time and adore, Joanne does destination events, destination weddings. If Joanne didn't say, you know what, it is not possible for me to open up an office in Italy, or if somebody told her, you can't go to Italy and open up an office, it wouldn't happen. But Joanne said, she put it in the GPS. I am going to Italy. I'm opening an office in Italy. Pretty sure it's there, right? Joanne and I have had many conversations about destination weddings. But if you don't put it, you must be driven. That is right. So isn't it just funny how you put that, Joanne? You got to be driven. It follows our whole GPS mode. If you don't get in the car and put it in drive, nothing's going to work. You have to have the motivation, you have to have the drive, and you have to know the destination. I spent so many years just random. Like, this is cool, that's cool, and I kind of just went, and as the wind blew, I just went with it. I went where that wind blew me. And maybe you got lucky. Maybe the direction that the wind blew you is very, very good for you. But if you didn't, if it's blowing you and you don't know what you're trying to get to, and listen, the truth is the wind is going to blow. And especially if you're, if you're on a sailboat, it's going to bring you in the wrong direction. But you have to see where you're headed. And even in a sailboat on a windy day, you will get back on. You can recalculate, and get to your destination, right? If 5% of the time is the only time that a plane or a boat is on course, we'd never get where we were going. But yet we all get on planes, we all get on boats, and we get there, don't we? It's crazy. It's crazy. All right, listen, thank you all for joining me today. Some of the topics that people have suggested to me in the past are fantastic, and I think that I'll do Rambling with Ryan a little bit more regularly. I appreciate that. Oh, and by the way, this is total commercial, but tonight at 9 o'clock, Holly Ehrlich and I are doing a healthy, happy half hour. It's equivalent of a healthy happy hour, but we're only doing it for a half an hour. So go to Facebook.com/The Transfiguration Project if you're interested in that. That's all about our nutritional program. But even our nutritional program was a foreign language to me 2 years ago. Was a foreign language. I had no idea what health and nutrition meant 2 years ago. Yet I have put that shit in my GPS, and I know exactly where I'm going with that. And there's a lot of distractors in that world. A lot of distractors. Network marketing, didn't even know what that meant 2 years ago. Did not even know what network marketing meant 2 years ago. Yet today, I'm absolutely fascinated. One of the most amazing platforms, one of the most amazing concepts I've ever seen. Unbelievable, and I'm grateful to so many people that's where I am. Anyway, oh yeah, thank you, Holly, for putting that in there. Thank you for putting that in there, Holly. That's very cool. All right, listen, I'll see you guys maybe next week, right? Another Ramble with Ryan. Send me topics if you want me to ramble about them. And Kathy, I'm glad that I did this for you, and I'm glad that we got to say hello. All right, peace out, everybody. Thank you. Bye, Joanne.